Now the topic which we are going to start, that is about Jahangir. Jahangir was son of Akbar. When Akbar died in 1605, the throne was given to Jahangir. Prince Salim, his another name is Prince Salim. When the throne was given to Jahangir, he was also given the title of Nuruddin Jahangir. Jahangir, when he was ascended the throne, then he was given the title also of Nuruddin Jahangir. That means conqueror of the world. He continued the policy followed by his father. He continued the policies which his father used to follow. In AD 1613, Rana Ambar Singh, he was of Mewar, okay, he was defeated by Jahangir, and this Rana Amar Singh, when he was defeated by Jahangir, he accepted Mughal service. He said, okay, I'll accept the Mughal service. Now Jahangir added Kangra, Awadh and Bengal also. Now these three places were conquered by Jahangir on his way. Next he turned his attention towards Deccan. In Deccan, Malik Ambar was there. He declared himself, I am the ruler of Ahmednagar. So in Deccan, Malik Ambar declared himself that he is the ruler of Ahmednagar. So Jahangir sent his son Khurram, Prince Khurram, okay, to campaign against this Malik Ambar. Now Jahangir sent his son Khurram, Prince Khurram, to campaign against this Malik Ambar. So in AD 1616, Ahmednagar subjugated. Subjugated means was brought under control. In AD 1616, Ahmednagar was subjugated, means brought under control. Malik Ambar declared, few years later, Malik Ambar declared that I am independent. Okay, he declared his independence. You know, Kandahar was occupied by Akbar, Jahangir's father. Now Persia started attacking in Kandahar. 1622, Persia attacked in Kandahar. So again, this Jahangir want to send Khurram to this place, okay, Kandahar, but Khurram refused that I will not go to Kandahar. Okay, Persia attacked Kandahar. That was already under Akbar's control. So Persia attacked. Persia want to acquire the Kandahar in 1622. So Jahangir wanted Khurram, Prince Khurram, that he should go to Kandahar and acquire the place. But he refused that he will not at all go there. So Persia conquered Kandahar. Okay, the trade between India and Central Asia was passed through this region, through Kandahar only. So less successful campaigns were launched against Sikh and Ahoms. The Prince Khurram, he was the future emperor, Shah Jahan, rebelled the last years of his period despite Noor Jahan's effort to marginalize him. Okay, Noor Jahan, we will talk about Noor Jahan also. Now, she was married to Sher Afghan. Later on, she was married to Jahangir. So Noor Jahan also tried during the last period, okay, to marginalize this Khurram. So Prince Khurram, future emperor, was Shah Jahan. He rebelled in the last period. Despite Noor Jahan did effort to marginalize him, but he didn't listen. Now, how were their relations with the Europeans? When Jahangir was ascended the throne, then Portuguese, Dutch and English, they have already arrived in India. The Portuguese, he was very liberal with the Portuguese. Jahangir was very liberal with the Portuguese. He had given them trade concession. He granted them trade concessions. Two Englishmen were present in his court, William Hawkins and Sir Thomas Royce. So what happened when he given trade concessions to these Portuguese attacked the Mughal ships. When they attacked the Mughal ships, this permission was being withdrawn. Okay, they refused to grant them trade concession until and unless they made amendments with Jahangir. they have settled their matter with Jahangir later on. Because he was giving Portuguese trade concessions and Portuguese attacked the Mughal ships. So now, until and unless the amendments will not be made, Jahangir will not give trade concession to Portuguese. Two Englishmen came, William Hawkins and Sir Thomas Roy. William Hawkins stayed in India for 3 years, from AD 1608 to AD 1611. Sir Thomas Roy, he came in 1615. He obtained trade concessions for the British trader. For the British traders, he obtained trade concession from Jahangir. He also got permission that he can set up a factory in Surat. The Sir Thomas Royce, he also got permission to set up the factory in Surat. They both have left behind the detailed account of the Jahangir's court and his administration. Now we are going to talk about Noor Jahan. Earlier name was Mehrunissa. Earlier name of Noor Jahan was Mehrunissa. He was daughter of Itmad-ud-Dullah. He was noble in the court of Akbar. This Mehrunissa was daughter of Itmad-ud-Dullah. He was noble in the court of Akbar. She was married to Sher Afghan. He was the governor of Bengal. After Sher Afghan died, Jahangir married her. Jahangir made her chief queen. After Sher Afghan died, Jahangir married Mehrunissa and made her chief queen. In AD 1601, she was made the chief queen. And Jahangir given her the title also of Noor Jahan. This Noor Jahan name was given by the Jahangir only. Noor Jahan means the light of the world. The Jahangir was very much impressed with the intelligence and the abilities of Noor Jahan. Noor Jahan influenced Jahangir with her intelligence and creative abilities. So Jahangir handed over the administration system in the hands of Noor Jahan. Now the administration were in the hands of Noor Jahan. Jahangir also, as a mark of honor for Noor Jahan, Jahangir also struck the coin, silver coins bearing his own title on one side, his own title was on the one side, and on the another side of the coin, this queen title was there, struck the name of the queen, Begum Noor Jahan, So, as a mark of honor, the coins were also being made as a mark of honor. The coins were struck one-sided with the title of the Jahangir. Another side it was struck in the name of the queen, Begum Noor Jahan. In AD 1627, Jahangir died. Now Jahangir died in AD 1627 and he was succeeded by Shah Jahan. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.